To begin our course for analytic geometry, kailangan matutunan muna natin itong rectangular coordinate system. Because we will be working with this coordinate system from the beginning of our lecture up to the last lesson. So, ganun kahalaga na matutunan natin itong rectangular coordinate system. So, hindi na natin patatagalin pa. Let us now dive to our lesson. So, first, define muna natin kung ano ba itong tinatawag nating rectangular coordinate system or what is also called as the Cartesian coordinate system. It is a system for graphing a number pairs. So, para mas madali natin itong maintindihan, reviewin muna natin yung tinatawag nating number line. So, natutunan na natin ito from algebra, no? So, in this given number line, our starting value is equal to 0. So, habang lumalayo siya sa ating 0 papunta sa kanan, our number is increasing. And dito naman sa left side, habang lumalayo siya sa 0, going to the left, our number is decreasing. So, ang ibig sabihin, as you go further to the right, our number is becoming larger. And then, if it's going to the left, our number is decreasing, no? So, mas bumababa yung number natin. So, yan yung ginagamit nating number line. And on this example, our number line is presented horizontally. But, of course, we can also do this number line vertically, no? So, this is the vertical representation of the number line. So, starting also with 0, as you go upward, our number is increasing. And as you go downward, our number is decreasing. Now, let's say we combine these two lines together, no? So, we will combine our vertical and horizontal number line. So, we will end up with a picture something like this. Itong horizontal line na nakikita natin dito, ang tinatawag nating x-axis. At ito namang vertical line na nakikita natin, ito naman yung tinatawag nating y-axis. And kapag kinumbay natin sila, ito yung tinatawag nating coordinate axis. It is the combination of x and y axis. And then makikita ninyo, no, itong intersection natin ng x and y axis is itong reference natin na 0 dito sa ating horizontal and vertical number line. Okay, so dito, yan ang tinatawag nating origin. Origin is the point of intersection of the coordinate axis. So, ang coordinate axis natin is yung x-axis and y-axis. So, kung saan sila nag-i-intercept, meaning kung saan nagmi-meet yung ating dalawang line, yan ang tinatawag nating origin. Okay? Now, if you will observe, kapag kinumbay natin itong x and y-axis, meron tayong nabubuong apat na region dito. We have this region, this region, this region, and this region. These regions are what we call quadrants. Quadrants are regions formed by the coordinate axis. So, kapag nag-combine ang ating axis, meron tayong nabubuong apat na region. So, let us have a look on the first region, which is what we call quadrant 1 or the first quadrant. Okay? So, in your observation, ano ang mga points na pwedeng mapunta dito sa first quadrant? Halimbawa, meron tayong dot here or dot point. Okay? Now, paano siya mapupunta sa quadrant? What should be the value of our dot or our point to be on the first quadrant? So, as you can see, on the first quadrant, our x-axis should be positive, no? Ang value ng ating x should be positive. On the same way, the value of our y is upward. So, that means our y should also be positive, no? So, therefore, our x is positive and our y is also positive. Okay, so that is what we're going to have in the first quadrant. Now, dito naman sa ating second quadrant, ang value ng ating x will be negative because it is on the left side of our origin dito sa ating x-axis. So, therefore, our x here will be less than 0 or negative. But our y is going upward. So, therefore, ang value ng ating y is positive. So, our y is greater than 0. Okay, so that is what you're going to get for the points on the second quadrant. And dito naman sa ating quadrant 3 or the third quadrant, our x is having negative sign, so it is less than 0. And the same way, our y is going downward. So our y is also less than 0 or negative. Okay? So that's what we're going to have here on the third quadrant. And dito naman sa ating fourth quadrant, our x is increasing. So therefore, it is having a positive sign. So it is more than 0 or greater than 0. So our x is greater than 0 or positive. But our y is going downward. So our y is having negative numbers. So our y is less than 0. So basically, this is how are we going to determine kung nasaang quadrant ang ating point based from the sign of our x and y coordinates. So, pag-usapan naman natin, how are we going to plot our point? Every point in the coordinate plane can be described by an ordered pair as shown. Okay, meron tayo ditong parenthesis at sa loob niya, we have x, y. So, this pair cannot be interchanged. So, our first part here will always be having the value of our x coordinate, and on the right side is having the value of our y coordinate. So, hindi natin pwedeng pagbaliktarin yan. So, let us write this bigger and we will identify these parts. Okay? So, the first part here is what we call the x coordinate. Tinatawag din itong abscissa. So, it tells us the distance of the point from the origin measuring along the x-axis. So, basically, tinuturo sa atin ito kung saan ang location ng ating point in reference to the x-axis. And also, ito namang y-coordinate, which is also called as an ordinate, tinuturo naman sa atin ito kung ano ang location ng ating point in reference to the y-axis. So, the ordered pair that represents a point is called coordinates of the point. Okay? So, kapag given itong values na to para sa ating point, this is what we call the coordinates of the point. So, let us say we have these coordinates. We have 2 and negative 1. So, what do we mean by this? So, the distance of the point from the origin measured along the x-axis is equal to 2. So, ito yung distance ng ating point in reference to the x-axis. We have a value of 2. At ito naman, negative y is the distance of the point from the origin measured on the y-axis, which is equal to negative 1. So, para mas maintindihan natin siya, let us apply this using an example. Okay, so let us have some examples. We need to plot the following points. We have point A having the coordinates 2 and negative 1, and point B having the coordinates negative 3 and 4. So, let us first draw our rectangular coordinate. No? Okay, so let us identify point A. So, ang location ng ating point A in the x-axis is 2. So, let us identify that. Okay, so as you can see, we have to move 2 units to the right coming from our 0 ng ating x-axis. And para naman sa location ng ating point in reference to the y-axis, it is located in negative 1 unit. So, we have to move downward negative 1. Okay? So, in our x, it is positive 2, and in our y, it is negative 1. So, therefore, this is the location of our point A, which is having a coordinate of 2 and negative 1. So, identify naman natin itong point B, which is having negative 3 and positive 4. So, ang value ng ating x is negative 3. So, we have to move 3 units to the left because our number is decreasing. And para naman sa ating y, we have a positive value here. We have positive 4. So, therefore, we need to move 4 units upward because our value is positive. Okay, so that means this is our point B, having a coordinates negative 3 and 4. So, ganun lang kadali, no? Mag-identify ng ating points. So, let us have another example. Now, we're going to plot these 3 points. So, ito ang ating rectangular coordinate system. So, unahin natin itong point E. So, ang location ng ating E is 0 sa ating X. So, that means it will remain here sa ating origin para sa X-axis. Pero, ang ating Y is having 4 units. So, from 0, we need to move upwards 4 units. Okay, so therefore, this is our point E having a coordinates of 0 and 4. And then para naman sa point F, which is having coordinates 3 and 0, so our X is equal to 3. So we need to move 3 units to the right. And then our Y is equal to 0. So you don't need to move upward or downward. You will stay from this location. So therefore, this is our point F having coordinates 3 and 0. So now let us locate point G. So point G is negative 1 on our x-axis. So we will move to the left 1 unit. And our Y is negative 2. So we will move downward 2 units. And this is our point G having coordinates negative 1 and negative 2. Okay, so ganun lang kadali, no? Now, we're going to do the opposite, no? We will have a graph with given points, okay? So we have here point K and point L. Now, we are going to determine its coordinate, our point K and for our point L. Okay, so identify natin yung ating coordinates. And then, we need to identify kung nasa anong quadrant ba sila. So, let us start with our point K. So, ang first nating i-identify is our x-axis, no? Yung location ng ating K in our x-axis. So, it is 1, 2, 3. So, moving 3 units to the left, which means it will have a negative value. Okay? So, it will have negative 3 value sa ating x-axis. Okay? So, we have negative 3 in here. And now, we need to move upward. 1, 2. 2 units upward. Okay? So, in here, we have positive 2 sa ating y-axis. Okay? So, ganun lang kadali. And then, identify muna natin kung nasa anong quadrant ba ang ating point K. So, this is our first quadrant and this is our second quadrant. Therefore, our point K is in the second quadrant. Okay, so let us now move to our point L. So, we are going to identify the location of our point L by determining its coordinates. So, nasaan ba ang ating point L? Starting with our x coordinate. So, we will move 1, 2. So, 2 units to the right. That means the value of our x coordinate will be positive. So, we have. So, moving to the right, that means we have positive 2. So, our x coordinate will be positive 2. And then, we will identify yung value ng ating y coordinate. So, we will move downward. 1, 2, 3. 3 units downwards ng ating y coordinate. So, our value will be negative. So, our value here will be negative 3. Okay? So, nasa anong location siya ng ating quadrant? This is our quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. So, therefore, our point L is located in the 4th quadrant. So, basically, this is how to use our rectangular coordinate system and how are we going to plot points. And pinakita rin natin sa inyo how to identify the x and y coordinates given the location of the point. So, on our next lesson, we are going to apply more of this, okay, in order to familiarize ourselves in how to use our rectangular coordinate system.